Mike is super interested in this story because he can think of a lot of different practical applications. So we're going to be talking about the next round of deepfakes in today's not so critical update.
I can think of lots of different applications. I think most of the applications are already pretty well documented and being abused in the wild. What I think, well, and we've talked about it before, this will probably come up again, whether deepfake is a privacy violation or not.
It is.
But what I thought was interesting about this article is that they're talking about deepfakes as essentially the next version of phishing. They say in the article, what was cleverly written phishing email from a C-level email account in 2021 could become a well-crafted video or voice recording in 2022. And I thought that element of it was, for like that security element of it, in this case was interesting.
You know, I think what we should do this time is spin it around. You know, we always go from this, the one, every nerd's vision of utopia is one step away from a nightmare dystopia, right? So the deepfakes, we know that they're awful, they're a massive privacy violation, and they could be used for phishing. But let's look at it from another angle.
Yes,
there's a lot of fun to be had here.
I actually think deepfakes are super cool.
Yeah,
and they're here to stay. Look at Mark Hamill's face.
100%
was just used in the show The Mandalorian. And
yes,
I didn't watch it this week. No, do not spoil it.
Well, no, I said Mandalorian from a couple of seasons ago.
Oh, Mandalorian. Okay, sorry, I was thinking the book of Boba Fett.
Yeah,
my mistake.
Yeah.
So now it's double spoilers, which we actually should put in the title.
No, let's just ruin people's lives.
Oh, you just want to ruin the show for okay. So spoiler alert: if you haven't seen Boba Fett or Mandalorian.
Which Mike hasn't, by the way. Mike hasn't.
What?
Just the most recent episode of Boba Fett. That's the only, I thought John was spoiling that. Whatever.
No, I'm talking about Mandalorian.
John. Deepfakes. Go ahead.
But everyone's seen... Okay, anyway, deepfakes. They're here to stay. They're super cool. What I think we're going to see is I think actors are going to actually lease their voices and faces to TV studios and movie studios. And instead of them acting... It will be throwaway actors who charge, $20,000 a movie or something, and they will just plaster their face on top of theirs.
Yeah. Well, we saw in a couple of the Marvel movies, Ant-Man, for example, comes to mind. They aged some of the actors.
Right. Yeah, that's right. Steve Rogers.
And used a lot of CGI to make them look younger. Why even use that same actor?
Right, exactly.
Yeah. I think that the phishing aspect's really interesting, by the way. I think it's going to make it hard. So if we could just leave
phishing aspect of what? What are you talking? Oh, the point of the story?
Right. The point of the story. Okay, so I'm sorry. I know I derailed it immediately. Deepfakes are fun. But,
Stay on track, guys.
Yeah. Buddy. God,
there's a great way to solve this.
Distracting, isn't it, Peter?
Is it? What? I don't know what you're talking about.
I think there's a really good way to solve the deepfakes issue.
Oh no! Do you want me to tell a little bit more about the article first, or?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so there were a couple. The point of the article had to do with getting ready for the security threat, and two of the examples that they use that we have now to combat how AI today helps combat deepfakes, I think are kind of lame. One example they cite is that YouTube can automatically generate captions from video, and that AI systems can then scan the transcriptions for keywords to categorize the content.
Not going to work.
Whatever. The other is that AI systems can also... Lame. So unimpressed by these techniques. These AI techniques. That the AI can quickly compare the audio and video messages against existing known original footage to look for edits and context to show that it's spliced
hashing. That's a hashing.
These are so stupid.
Doesn't have any sense. What if it's an original video?
It's crazy. This it's an original video. It's CGI.
But no, what if it's an original video? It's saying it's going to use previously known clips. and voice recordings to
fuzzy
compare.
hashing.
But what if it's just an
still
original video?
I guess because there's going to be
most
similar
recent
enough
upload.
parts.
So how are you going to verify that it's actually that? Okay,
I think
It's
the idea
always
no,
going to be
no.
a arms race, though. Any AI developed that can detect it is just going to lead to better deepfakes that can evade detection. It's going to get to the point where it's indistinguishable. That's inevitable.
The problem with deepfakes themselves is you're right. It's going to be an arms race forever. People are going to be
until they
impersonated.
become
But that happens-
indistinguishable, and then there's nothing to be done.
And there happens there's a lot to be done because that happens in real life. People imitate stuff all the time. There's there's knockoff Nikes that you can buy. You know, so
What's
for cars,
Nikes?
We call them Nikes in America.
Oh,
Nikes.
Peter.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do apologize.
Your trainers.
I do apologize.
We call the
apologize.
trainers Nikes.
I apologize to the audience for my ignorant co-host here because us multicultural people, we know what we were talking about. Anyway, you get knockoff stuff all the time, right? You get fake Fendi bags and Jimmy Choos and whatever. It's just going to be fake celebrities and whatever. It's dealt with in the same way.
Goes to the proposed solution or potential solution for identity management, which I think John was just about to get to.
Just kind of like the way I'm imagining it is a ledger where each entry is immutable.
An immutable ledger. Which
That was
is
dramatic.
exactly the solution they propose. Well, they're not saying it's the solution. They're saying that we need better identity management, proposing that potentially blockchain could be a key factor in fighting deepfake attacks.
No, okay, serious note, I don't think I can, without shooting myself in the foot here, I think there's an easier or better or more effective ways to verify identities. One that comes to mind, I guess, is like PGP or GBG, GPG, but PGP I think is the most well-known one.
Pretty good privacy.
Pretty good
Peter, do you
privacy.
wanna-
Implementation of it.
What is PGP, Peter?
Peter, Potty is reminding us that we need to explain what PGP is. Thank you, Potty.
Pretty good privacy is PGP is a thing that was invented by a guy years ago, and it's just a way of verifying identity. Right, you create a key, and you give it to other people, and they can use it to encrypt messages to you, and you're the only person with the private key who can then decrypt it. I think.
Okay.
Yes, that sounds about right. No, that sounds about right. It's like a public-private key pair.
Yeah.
You're the only one with the private key.
And
People
how does
get
this
public
help solve
keys.
the problem of deepfakes?
So how does this help solve the problem of deepfakes? Let's say I'm, I don't know, a presidential candidate, and I need to verify that what I'm saying is true, right? So it would have to be combined with some sort of hardware, I think, that basically anytime you go live or anytime you record yourself, you somehow plug in your public key to verify that you are, or private key to verify that you are who you say you are.
And then we could do it for the entire population. Everybody could get mandated ID cards and a chip that they have to carry around the whole time. So that's that.
Well, it could even be
I see
actually-
no problem with
It
that.
could
There is
totally
no
be-
way.
Could be
No way
you
that
could
could go
actually
wrong.
place the chip in the palm of someone's hand, you know?
Yeah.
So that's
Or
easy.
in their
I thought this was a solution to the
NFC
problem.
maybe. Well, this
Yeah.
sounds like a good solution. I don't see any problems with this.
I love it. I love it.
Funny enough,
And-
doesn't the European Union issue ID cards that are chipped? And
I have a
unique?
biometric, biometric passport. But you know what would be good? The problem I see with that solution is distribution, getting everybody chipped. Now, if we had some kind of, like, I don't know, federally mandated way of, it could be like injected or something.
No. Look,
Sort of.
Potty wants us to rein this in.
Okay,
Is there
sorry.
a viable solution to identity management?
No, not without.
That-
not
just no,
without.
there's
Cut
not.
there. No,
Yeah.
no. That's it.
All right. Good luck.
Is that the answer? There's no
Yeah,
good
no,
solution?
not-
Basically, no, there isn't.
Yeah.
Other than going to
You have
meet
to
someone in
sacrifice.
person,
You have to sacrifice.
there's always a
lot.
risk, and it's
You have
a
to sacrifice a
calculation.
lot. Yeah.
Okay.
It would be like if you wanted to verify yourself on the web, every time you log onto your computer, you scan your thumb. Right? And then your
Black on
computer now tells the browser that like it's you. you're sitting in front of it. So everything you do is verified, right? Imagine the nightmare there.
And
Also,
the
what happens?
first-
What happens when that chip or thumb gets replicated or
hacked.
copied? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's the problem. And the reason they say blockchain is because you can't really. The whole point of the blockchain is you can't change it because everyone is verifying everyone, right? It's a trustless system. And by being trustless, no one can alter it. But what happens when I break into Peter's house, okay, and I force him...
Stop trusting you.
and I force him, but like, we're going to cut it off, right?
Okay.
This is not part of the show still.
I think it is.
All right. And I force Peter to.
You're going to say something really bad that you were going to force me to do.
Not
there,
at
weren't
all.
You're like, I forced you to. Hang on, wait. Should I say this on air? No.
Why do you
Okay.
have to take it there?
Dumb it down a bit.
Because I'm rambling bullshit. Like I don't actually think that there is a viable
That's the show,
solution.
John.
I'm just trying to think, I'm just trying to think. I'm just trying to think outside the box, I guess. Yeah. Again,
okay, well,
huge concerns. No, good luck. Deepfakes are here to stay. GG.
and
Good game, Dad.